Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Wednesday, February 14th, 2017. Happy Valentine's Day, I guess. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. I've been learning about Macintosh laptop keyboard problems. There's already a parody song called I Am Pressing the Spacebar and Nothing is Happening. I've been working on editing my Europe videos, the Mad Tour Europe 2017. The first 5 episodes are now available over on the Mad Bitcoins channel. Check out this picture from Paris. Jimmy Song and Thomas Hunt meet the Belgium Bitcoiners. And much, much more Bitcoining action on the Mad Tour. The price of Bitcoin is up 8.88%. Sorry, 8.88% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 9,293, a high of 9,366, and a low of 8,505. That's $1 for 10,764 Satoshis. It's worth noting that when we started tracking the $1 to Satoshi ratio, it was $1 for 20,000 Satoshis. Boom! In a blog post on Monday, Director of Program Management at Microsoft's Identity Division, Alex Simmons, said that Layer 2 solutions, which principally include the Lightning Network, are superior to on-chain scaling. That's right. Microsoft is now collaborating on decentralized Layer 2 protocols that run atop Bitcoin. To support a vast world of users, organizations, and devices, the underlying technology must be capable of scale and performance on par with traditional systems. Some public blockchain systems provide a solid foundation for recording DPKI operations, anchoring auth stations, while some other blockchain communities have increased on-chain transaction capacity, i.e., block size increases. This approach generally degrades the decentralized state of the network. Let's say that again. It degrades the decentralized state of the network, and not just one thing, but two, and cannot reach the millions of transactions per second the system would generate at world scale. To overcome these technical barriers, we are collaborating on decentralized Layer 2 protocols that run atop these public blockchains to achieve global scale while preserving the attributes of a worldwide distributed system. Microsoft has done over a year of study. It's no longer just me and everybody else saying, well, I thought about it, and in my thought experiment, doubling the blocks forever didn't work. It seemed kind of like a stupid idea, like not a smart one. And then I thought, gosh, what about the Lightning Network and Layer 2 transactions? That seems like it'll scale. And now Microsoft is checking in. Goodbye, Bitcoin Cash. The article says Microsoft on-chain scaling degrades decentralization. While some blockchain communities have increased on-chain transaction capacity, this approach generally degrades the decentralized nature of the network and cannot reach the millions of transactions per second the system would generate at world scale. Once again, it's two things. It degrades the decentralization of the network, and it won't work. This is great. 99% of these, and just looking back, Joseph Young was thinking about Coin Market Cap and saying that it was ingenuous of them to continue to include BitConnect in the rankings. It's still there. Other sites like CoinCap and Live CoinWatch took it out to make sure investors were not lured into a Ponzi scheme, alleged Ponzi scheme. And They Live responded, 99% of these ICOs and altcoins are scams. So I only buy Bitcoin because it's the original and is trusted despite the FUD. I also don't keep my Bitcoin on the exchanges. After I buy them, I immediately transfer them to my Trezor cold storage device to keep my Bitcoin offline and safe. This is what everyone should be doing. Learn from his example. Keep your Bitcoin offline and safe. Mindless writes, I wanted to be free and be a cave painter. Then I got attached to my cave painting self, and I thought the whole of humanity would be better off being cave painters. I started a cave painting religion and coalitions of cave painters to spread it. Now I hate cave painting. Mad Bitcoins. The central bank explains its perspective on Bitcoin, saying it's not a currency, not widely accepted, and is too volatile, with the anchor even adding that it's something she's experienced herself. CNBC is getting really good at spreading that FUD direct from the European Central Bank. You could trust them, they're a non biased source. Civ Econom writes, the risk of not holding Bitcoin is greater than the risk of holding Bitcoin. He says he saw it on the World Crypto Network. Nate Silver, most things revert to the mean, but the problem is we don't often know what the mean is until after the fact. Mad Bitcoins. There's a blind spot. People can't see new technologies, especially ones that eliminate their business. Think about the Trojans when they wheeled in that horse. It was just a really nice statue, not the kind of thing you'd leave outside. And Charlie Lee checks in on the Bcash situation. Roger, please stop calling Bitcoin Bitcoin Core. No one else does this. Both the Bitcoin.com website and mobile wallet are misleading new users with this bullshit. And it's especially hypocritical coming from you, seeing how upset you are with the name Bcash. Shout out to Miner, who's spreading the word about Bitcoin at Ripley's in Branson. Looks like they have a light bright. Fun. And again, Microsoft, after a year of research, I don't know what you've been doing, Bcash people, but Microsoft has been doing a year of research on-chain scaling does not work. We needed a better solution. We came up with a better solution. Software changes and gets better. It doesn't just double. Jack Mahlers is checking in on some new stuff for the Lightning Wallet Zap. They've got a new onboarding process allowing users to customize their node and set a nickname. They've got a new instant pay feature that you can use with familiar merchants like yalls.org to make confirmation-less payments. Amazing UX. The Lightning wallets are getting better and better as it moves towards 1.0. Crypto Cobain writes, back in 2013, the scams were complex. Joe Henderson, aka Bitcoin Sachs, allegedly made a fake account called Conan and a huge story that Zetacoin would integrate with Kenyan phone credits via Safaricom. In 2018, people send zero point 0.5 ETH to strangers with a misspelled username, hoping to get 5 back. Don't be greedy and stupid. Don't fall for these scams where it says, if you send me 0.1 ETH, I will send you back a whole one. That's just nonsense and you know it. Don't be greedy. Don't be stupid. Crypto Graffiti shows us some new, beautiful street art in Paris by Ludo. Let's take a look at this. You can see the Bitcoin flower growing up from the graves of traditional currency. The pound, the dollar, the yen, the euro. Oh my. Trace Meyer talks about the Bcash address problem. Because Bcash developers were so lazy, they didn't change their address format, causing confusion with Bitcoin. Now, every time you send Bitcoin at any account, it'll say, do not send Bcash to this Bitcoin account. As Trace Meyer said, fixing at the time of the Bcash fork would have been trivial, and many Bitcoin Core contributors warned. But what if this was intentional? It's a great way to increase the price of an altcoin by decreasing supply by converting funds from unsophisticated users to permanent holders. Signal versus noise? Much more than it seems. And finally, Shapeshift continues to have problems with their partner, Bitcoin.com. Bitcoin.com is falsely labeling Bitcoin as Bitcoin Core, and Shapeshift seems upset by this. Jameson Lopp, however, explains it to them. Misinformation is contagious. Perhaps you shouldn't partner with folks who use deception as a marketing tool. There's a new problem with SETI at home. That's right. SETI can't get any graphics cards because the Bitcoiners are buying them all up. Expect fistfights between Bitcoiners and gamers and alien searchers soon in the aisles of your local electronics store. And finally, shout out to Joe Rogan, whose recent episode number 1077 with Johan Hari is fantastic. He covers the topics of depression and talks a lot about our society and the way it's built. Some of the quotes: from the moment we're born, we're in a machine that just tells us everything is about consumption. Joe Rogan discussing motivation and desire. If you want to be an author, every day you spend as an accountant will eat at you. Move toward a direction that is attractive to you, not a direction that is safe. Find out what bothers you and find out what you enjoy. And finally, Johan Hari, the guest himself, said, the Amish is like Weight Watchers for the problems of Western civilization. That's a thinker. Think about that one. And finally, the price of Bitcoin right now on Bitstamp is 92.17. We've seen a recent top of 93.80 after some muddling in the 8300s, previously down to the 8000s, a little bit of 7800s, but it's looking like a possible breakout. Give us a thumbs up and a share if you like this show. Until next time, this has been Today in Bitcoin. Bye bye.